Hey guys, yesterday what we discussed about the file system hierarchy, right? Yeah. So today we will discuss about the file and directory handling tools, right? So now you already know. So how you can interact with the Linux? You can interact with the Linux through commands only. So we need to learn the a few basic commands how to interact with the Linux, right? So something like how you can create a directory, how you can go to the directory, how we can modify the directory, how we can delete the directories. Directory is nothing but a folder, so how you can create a file, how you can read the file, everything through commands only, right? So today we will discuss about the basic Linux commands. Yesterday also we discussed about the basic Linux commands, something like a ls, pwd, cat, /etc, red hat hyphen release, and what we discussed, guys, we discussed about uname hyphen r, and uname hyphen a, and we discussed about uname hyphen r. Today we'll discuss a cd, a mkdir. So cd, mkdir, and how you can create, how you can modify the, how you can go to that file directory, how you can modify the directory, how you can rename the directory, how you can delete the directory. We'll show you in the file and directory handling tools, guys, right? So Linux is the CLA. You already know, right? Root at the rate a localhost tilt hash symbol. So hash is nothing but a root privilege mode, right, guys? So hash is nothing but a root privilege mode. So before, how you can log into the server, guys, you can log into the server, login as a root, and password is red hat, right? So now, so I want to create a directory. I want to create a directory. I already told you, right, guys? So how you can figure out if it's a file or a directory. In the ls it's showing only list, but ll it's showing the long list. In the long list it will display everything. It will display everything, right? So we have a document, guys. I will share it to you guys. You guys can watch this. So you guys can watch this document, and you guys can practice the Linux commands, guys. Okay, so I will show you. Yeah. So before that, this is a black screen, right? Let me Oracle virtual machine. Yeah, I'm starting the Oracle virtual machine. I'm starting the Oracle CentOS 7. So once it is started, yeah. So this is the kernel, guys. Kernel version 3.10.2. So I will show you. Yeah. So login as a root, and password is red hat. So password is red hat. Yeah. So this is the black screen, right? What this is. So what this screen is. So what this screen is. So I already told you, right? It's a shell. What is this? A shell. So this shell is bash shell. So we are interacting with the shell. So how you can interact with this shell, I will show you. IPA. So 192.168.56.56.106, right? Let's connect through putty. Yeah. Yeah. What is the IP address, guys? The IP address is 192.168.56. Sorry, putty. Why putty, sir? Why you are connecting through putty? What is putty? I will tell you. 56.106. Yeah. So I want to change the settings. Appearance, change, bold, font size 18, apply. Yeah. root red hat. Yes, guys. So this is the a screen. This screen is a, so this is the screen. This screen is nothing but a black screen. A black screen is nothing but a shell. So we are interacting with the shell. So we are interacting with the shell. What is a shell? I will show you guys. Yeah. So right, guys. So this is the hardware. Hardware is nothing but a Dell PowerEdge 710. This is the hardware. In the hardware, so what we installed in the Oracle Virtual Machine, we installed the CentOS 7. So once we install the Linux, so Linux kernel is the heart of the OS. What is that? So OS kernel is the heart of the OS. How you can interact with this hardware? Who interact with this hardware? Kernel interact with this hardware. So kernel will interact to the shell. So right, so shell, in the shell you are executing the command cd va ls grep. We are executing these commands in the shell. So now you understood the about the hardware, how we are interacting with the hardware, kernel interacting with the hardware, kernel interacting with the shell. So if you execute any command, we are executing in the shell only. We are executing the command in the shell only. Okay. Yeah, I will tell you what is shell. Device hardening, right? This is, yeah, so you already knows, right, what is Linux. I don't want to discuss. Yeah, what is a kernel? Kernel is the central component of the operating system. It acts as an interface between the user application and hardware. So who is a central component of the operating system? It is an interface between the application and hardware. So who will interact with the application and hardware? In bit kernel is interacting with this. The main aim of the kernel is to manage the communication between the software and the hardware. Okay, that's it. So so what is the kernel? Kernel is the interface between the hardware and the software, right? So the is the kernel is an uh, is Linux is a kernel or an operating system? There is a difference between kernel and OS. Kernel is the heart of the OS, which manages the core features of the OS, while if someone useful applications and utilities added to the over the kernel, the complete package becomes a OS. The complete backup package becomes a OS. So what is a shell? Shell, I already told you, right, guys? So this is a shell. Echo is nothing but a print statement in the shell prompt. So which shell this is? So I want to display echo dollar, echo dollar shell. So this is a bin bash. Bash shell. Bash is nothing but a born again shell. What this black screen is? This black screen is nothing but a shell, guys. This black screen is nothing but a shell. Shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access a computer system. How you can access the computer system? How you can access with the OS? You can access with the OS through the kernel only. Through the kernel only, user can enter the commands in the shell prompt, which will be executed by the shell. So we are executing the commands, right? So who will execute it? Shell prompt will execute the commands. So shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access a computer system. User can enter commands in the shell prompt, which will execute by the shell. Since they are only means of a communication through shell is test. So how you can enter how you can interact with the shell? through through text. Text is nothing but a commands. Text is nothing but a commands. Text is nothing but a commands, right? So the communication is shell is text is known as a command line interface. Guys, now you understood. So what is command line interface? Linux is a CLI, command line interface. Shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access a computer system. User can enter commands in the shell prompt, which will executed by the shell. Since the only means of the communication through shell is The only means of communication through shell is text. It is known as a command line interface. It is known as a command line interface. A shell is a command interpreter and a server as user to interface with the Linux kernel. So how many types of kernels are there? How many types of shells? How many types of shells are there? SH shell, bash shell, C shell, TCH shell, K shell. But in the Linux, which shell we are using? We are using the bash shell. Bash shell is nothing but a born again. Born, A means again, born again shell. B shell is nothing but a born again shell. Guys, understood now? Yeah. So we are interacting with the shell. So which shell we are interacting? We are interacting with the bash shell. So why we are interacting with the bash shell? So since the only communication between the only communication through shell is text, so that is the reason we are using the bash shell. That is the reason we are using the bash shell. Now you understood, right? The commands. So the commands. So ls you know, pwd you know, cat you know. So the Linux kernel, right? Kernel is the heart of the OS. So which version of the kernel is installed on this machine? You need to know. So 3.10.0.11.60. uname -r is nothing but a to know the kernel version. How do you know the kernel version? uname -r. uname -r is r or hyphen a means architecture, everything all. R means only it will display the kernel version. Yeah. Next, so file and directory handling tools. So cd. So what is a cd, guys? Cd is nothing but a change directory. So change directory is nothing but I want to go to from one directory to another directory. I want to come back from one directory to another directory. So which command we can use? We can use the cd command. So we can use the cd command to to move to one directory to another directory, and to come out from one directory to another directory. For example, where you are, so where you are, pwd, present working directory. So where you are in the which directory? You are in the /root directory. So is there any files or directories are there in that root directory? That root directory contains only one file. So how you find out if it is a file or directory? Hyphen is nothing but a file, d is nothing but a directory. For example, /etc. So where you are under the root directory, but you want to go to the etc directory. How you can go? You can go by using the cd is nothing but a change directory. You are changing directory from one location to another directory. cd/etc. So cd/etc. Now you are in the which directory? pwd. Now you are in the now you are the /etc directory. Now you are in the /etc directory. Right. Let's check a list. So ls is nothing but a list of files and directories, but we don't know. So what is a directory, what is a file? How you can figure out? By using ll command. Ll is nothing but a long list. It will show. So d is nothing but a, yeah, this is the directory. So the hyphen is nothing but a, this is a file. This is a l is nothing but a link file, right? So /etc contains directories and files. /etc contains directories and files. Now you understood, right? You want to go to sudoers file. You want to go to sudoers.d. So this is directory, right? I want to go to this directory. So where you are? So you can execute the command pwd. Where you are under the /etc directory, and under that /etc directory, you are in the sudoers directory. Again, you execute the ls command. Ls is nothing but a list. So there is no files and directories in the directory. In the directory. Guys, now you understood cd. So now you understood the cd. So cd is nothing but a change directory. Next, I want to create a directory. I want to create a folder in the Windows. Just right click, new folder. But here you want to create a directory. You want to create a folder. You want to create a directory with the command only. What is the command? mkdir. So mkdir 360 degree. 360 degree. Yeah, let's check. Is a directory is created? mkdir. How to create the directory? By using mkdir. Mkdir is nothing but a make a directory. What is this, guys? mkdir is nothing but a make a directory. Make a directory. So mkdir. So now I want to go to where you are, exactly where you are. You are under the slash root. Under the slash root, you created a 360 degrees, 360 degree fold directory. So I want to go to 360 directory. So cd means change directory. So where you want to go? You want to go 360 degree directory. Now execute the pwd. Pwd is nothing but a present working directory. So you are in the which directory? You are under the root directory. Under the root directory there is a 360 degree tree. So I want to create a directory inside this directory. So mkdir. So mkdir class 1. So I created the directory class 1, right? So yeah, where you created the directory class 1, so under the root there is a 360 degrees. In that 360 degrees you created a directory class 1. So I want to go to this class 1. Okay, so where you are? You are under the slash root directory. Under the slash root directory 360 degrees you created. Under the 360 degrees you created a class 1. Class 1. Again I want to create another directory called as a class 1, right? Day. I want to create a directory. I want to create a multiple directories. Now you know how to create a one directory. So I want to create a multiple directories. How you can create something like a day -1, day -2, day -3, day -4, day -5. For example, I want to create a 5 directories within the class directory. Yeah, you executed the mkdir day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Let's check it. Yeah, 5 directories created. So where you created these directories? You created these directories in the root. Under the root there is a 360 degrees. Under the 360 degrees there is a class 1. There is a class 1. Yeah, I want to go to the day 1. I want to go to the directory day 1. Where you are under the root. Under the root there is a 360 degrees. Under the 360 degrees there is a class 1. Under the class 1 there is a day 1. Under the class 1 there is a day 1, right? pwd. Where you are under the day 1. I want to create a multiple directories at a time. Multiple directories at a time. mkdir hyphen open braces, something like mkdir. I want to create a 52 weeks, right? Yearly how many weeks? 52 weeks. Hyphen week hyphen, so 1.52. So I want to create a multiple directories. I don't want to use this day 1, day 2, day 3, something like week 1, week 2, week 52. I don't want to create this type. I want to create a shortcut method to create a multiple directories, right? mkdir week hyphen 1 dot 552 52 close brace. Now let's check it. So how many directories created at a time? So it's created 52 weeks. It's created 52 weeks. Guys, understood? So where you created the 50 ticks? So under the pwd, so under the day 1. Under the day 1 you created a week 1 to week 52. So 52 directories you created under the day 1, right? Yeah, I want to go to a week. I want to go to week 1. So I want to go to week 1. Yeah. So where you are under the root. Under the root there is a 360 degrees. Under the 360 degrees there is a class 1. Under the class 1 there is a day 1. Under the day 1 there is a week 1. Under the day 1 there is a week 1. For example, guys. Desktop. So for example, I want to go to the 360 degrees. So yeah, so 360 degrees, right? Or else something like ws materials and Ansible. Yeah, I will go to see program files. Yes, so I am in the which directory? I am in the program files directory. So I want to go to hard disk. So only one directory is there, Intel. Yeah, so where you are under the program files. Under the program files there is a Intel folder. Under the Intel folder, there is a Intel R processor graphics. Under the Intel processor graphics, there is a uninstall. Under the install, something like a NUS. You see, so where you are under the program files. Under the program files, there is a Intel directory. Under the Intel directory, there is a Intel R processor graphics. Under the Intel processor graphics, uninstalled directory, something like a folder. Under the uninstalled folder, there is a enus. Your files are there under this directories. Under this directories, yeah. So I go to these directories, but I want to go back. So how you can go back? You can use execute by using just to back to uninstall, back to uninstall, back to Intel processor, back to Intel, back to program files, back to C, right? So I want to go back from week 1. So cd dot dot. So it will go one step back. Again cd week 1. So right, I want to go to 2 folders back, slash cd slash slash dat, right? So where you are under the root 360 degrees class 1. But so there is a day 1. Under the day 1, there is a week 1. So you go to step back to 2 directories. So I want to go step back to, yeah, day 1. Again I go to the week directory. Yes. So where you are, again you are under the root 360 degrees class 1, day 1 and week 1. I want to go to 3 steps back. How many steps? I want to go to 3 steps back. So by using dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. So it will go, this is the one directory, and the day 1 is the second directory, third one is the class directory. So it will directly go back to the root and 360 degrees. Yeah, where you are. So you are under the root slash 360 degrees. Now you understood, right, guys? The commands, the uses of the how to use cd and mkdir. cd and mkdir. Now you understood? Yeah.
Sir, why you typing PWD?
Sorry, your voice is breaking. Sharanya, come again.
Sir, why we are writing PWD?
PWD is nothing but a present working directory. So where you are, PWD is nothing but a present working directory, where you are working, in which directory now you are working. Okay, PWD is nothing but a present working directory, in which directory you are, understood? In which directory you are? For example, so C program files. Yeah, so in which directory you are, in which folder you are in program files, right? So I want to go to Intel. So Intel processor, where you are under program files, Intel R. But so it will show it in the Linux? No, because of, so we need to know everything through commands. Everything through commands. So how do you know you are in the which folder? So how do you know you are in the which folder? You are working on the which folder? Saranya.
By using PWD.
Yes, by using, very good. So by using PWD, you are under the, so which directory? You are under the slash directory. Under the slash directory, so how many directories are there? These are the directories. So PWD is nothing but a, so where you are under the root, or you are under the CD, etc. Yeah. So where you are now, you are under the slash etc. So or slash where log. So where you are, Saranya, now so you are working in which directory? Sharanya, now you are working in which directory?
Log.
Yes, log. So the log directory is located in the where directory. The log directory is located in the where directory. Where directory. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. So now you guys understood the basic commands, ls, pwd, and a cd mkdir, right? So yeah, so I already provided the document, so you guys can go through it, and you guys can go through it and practice the command, guys. Practice the commands. Yeah, how to see the kernel version? You see the kernel version by using uname -a. So lscpu is nothing but a cpu information. Arc is nothing but a architecture. So mkdir, creation of a folder or a directory. So mkdir folder name. What is the syntax, guys? Syntax is mkdir folder name. I want to create a number of folders or directories. So mkdir red hat. So we will create only one directory. I want to create a multiple directories. You can use CentOS, Unix, Fedora, or I want to create a multiple directories at a time. I don't want to execute these commands. So I want to create I want to execute a one command at a time. I want to create a multiple directories. So day -1 to 30 means day 1 to day 30 it will create. Unit -a to z. So unit a, unit b, and so on, unit z it will create. So creation of a folders and subfolders. So I want to create a folder within the subfolder. So I want to create a folder within the subfolder. So right. So how you are creating your folder, something like cd. Yeah, so cd I will tell you later. Yeah, so cd slash root. So you are under the root to cd, under the root I want to know which folders and files are there. ls, yeah, I want to go to 360 degrees. Yeah, 360 degrees. So in the 360 degrees there is a class 1. So there is a class 1. So where you are under the, you are under the slash root 360 degrees. You are under the slash root 360 degrees. Yeah, so right, guys, here, here, so you can execute the, you can execute the commands in two ways. You can execute the commands here, you can execute the commands in two ways. So one is absolute path, and relative path. What is that, guys? Absolute path and relative path. So right, here, guys, for example, I have a solution, something like I have a question. So something like uh, 2 plus 3 equal to 5, and 3 plus 2 equal to also 5, right? Or 4 plus 1 equal to 5. So I need a solution called as something, how we can, how we can add, how we can execute, how we can get the 5 in the solution. The solution is, the solution, how many ways we can find out the solution, guys? We can find out the solution something like a n number of ways, n number of ways for one solution. So for one solution, same like as a, so in the linux also we can execute the commands in two ways. So here, so we can execute the commands in two ways. How you can execute? The absolute path and the relative path. So absolute path is nothing but a, so wherever, so wherever you are, you are means any directory, any directory. So you can execute, you can execute the, you can execute any command, you can execute any command. So relative path is nothing but a, so you can execute the command. So if you go to that path, if you go to that path and execute the commands, execute the commands. Guys, what is that absolute path and relative path? Now I will tell you absolute path and relative path. So now you created a, so guys, here I am deleting everything, no worries, I will tell you later. So rm-rf class 1. Yeah, so nothing is there, I deleted everything, I will tell you guys, no worries. Yeah, so pwd, so where you are under the slash root 360 degree directory, you want to create a directory here. So so by using a relative path, By using relative path means, so if you go to that path and execute that command. I want to create a directory within the 360-degree directory. So within the 360 degrees, how you can go? You can go by using slash root. Yeah. So just I want to go to that slash root directory, then 360-degree directory, then 360-degree. Yes. So where you are under the 360-degree directory. So you are under the 360-degree directory. I want to create a directory within this directory. So what is the command? Just use the command mkdir class 1. Class 1. Is it created? Yes, created. So this is the way is nothing but a relative path. So relative path, absolute path means we can provide the full path of the file, full path of the directory or a file, for example, right? Yeah. So I'm removing this rm-rf class 1. Sorry guys, rm-rf class 1. Yeah, I removed this everything. Yeah. So I want to go to where directory. Yes. Where you are guys? So you are in the which directory? I am in the where directory, but I want to create a directory. I want to create a directory within the, so within the 360-degree directory. So where it is, the 360-degree directory is located in the root directory, right? mkdir -p parent directory. So root, under root there is a 360 directory. Under 360 directory there is a class 1. So there is a class 1. But where you are under the where, but you are creating a directory. So within the root 360 and class 1. So wherever you are, so if you want to create a directory, definitely you need to give the full path. You need to give the full path. Yeah, I gave the full path of the directory. Yes, let's check. cd, go to root 2 and cd 360-degree. Under 360-degree, right, there is a class 1, right? wherever you are wherever you are, you can execute the commands in two ways. You can execute the commands in two ways, right? Here, so where you are under the slash root 360 degrees. But so I want to display the, I want to read the logs. Less where the directory is located in the where log, the file name is messages. The file name is messages. So you are under the, you are in the 360-degree directory, but you executed the commands. You want to see the logs. But if you want to go to the relative path, where log, directly you will go to the path, then less messages. I will tell you guys how to read the file. Just I'm showing absolute path and relative path. Now you understood, right? Guys, the absolute path and so relative path. Yeah, now you got it. So now you got it. The next command is so we discussed about the few file and directory handling tools. Now we will discuss about the text processing tools. What is that, guys? Text processing tools. So text processing tools means, so in the windows, so we can read the file, uh, just uh, just by double click it will read the file, right? Something like a document zoom. So something like I want to see this, I want to read this file. Yes, you see, just double click it will open the, it will open and it will read it. So but in the line X, how you can read it the file, how you can create the file, and how you can read the file, how you can modify the file. So we can read and write, we can read and write and modify. So we can use the three commands. One is touch command, the second one is cat command, the third one is vi command. So what are those, guys? So the first command is touch command, the second command is cat command, third command is vi command. So these all are the file and directory handling tools. But so the text processing tools, how you can read the file, how you can create the file, how you can modify the file by using these commands. By using these commands, touch command. So what is the touch command meaning? Touch is a create the file without data. So what is by using touch command? So what is the syntax of the touch? Syntax is touch file name. So what is that, guys? Touch file name. What is the command? The command is touch file name. So touch file name, you can create the file, but create a file without data. So create a file without data. So next one is cat. What is a cat? A cat is nothing but to read the content of the file. So content of the to read the content of the file. So what is the syntax, guys? Syntax is cat file name. So cat file name, something like cat var log messages. So this is the file. So how you can read the file? You can read the file by using cat command. What is the command, guys? Cat command. Yeah. So cat /etc red hat release. What this is a file. So how you can read this file? You can read this file by using cat command. So cat is nothing but to read the file. So to read the file, vi/etc red hat -release. You see, CentOS Linux 7. So this is a file, guys. What this is? This is a file. Let's check it. ls cd/etc. So in the /cd/etc there is a red hat. So abcdfghh. Yeah, the file is located /etc red hat -release. Yeah, you see, guys, this is the file. So this is the file. In this file, what they wrote the Linux flavor and version. Linux flavor and cat red hat -release. So this is the file. This file contains which data? So this is the data. So which data? So this is the data. Guys, understood? So touch. So touch cat. So touch is nothing but a create a file without data. So we'll show you. CD. Where you are under the root. Touch file name. What is the file name? For example, class1.txt. Class txt. So I created the file. Yeah, class txt is the file. ll. Yeah, this is the file. So how you can read this file? You can read the file by using class dot txt. What is that? Class dot txt. So is it will showing anything? No. It will showing anything? No. So what is the use of this command? Touch command, create a file but without data. So create a file but without data. What is the command of the cat? Cat is nothing but read the content of the file, just. So vi. So vi is used to create a file, create a file, create, modify. So modify, create, modify, and view or read the file. So vi, so create the file, modify the file, and read the file. Read the file. So we have three modes. We have three modes. One is so execute mode. One is command mode. One is command mode. Second one is insert mode. Insert mode. Third one is execute mode. Third one is execute mode. So command mode, insert mode. So if you want to insert the data in the file, any file, something like class.txt, right? something like. So if you want to insert the data, you can use by using insert mode. So if you want to save, add the data. So here save the data in this command mode, copy files, copy data, delete data, and modify, only delete the data, copy, paste, delete. Right guys, so there are the three modes are available in the VI: command mode, insert mode, and execute mode. I will show you guys. So change directory is nothing but a cd usr, so it will change the directory. So navigation of a directory is, so cd, so I want to go to these many directories: cd, world, asia, india, ap, hyderabad, delhi, nagar, hari. So pwd to check where you are. So cd dot dot to come one step back, cd dot dot slash slash dot dot to comes two steps back, cd dot dot slash slash dot dot slash slash three comes three steps back. Cd hyphen, it will go to the last working directory. Cd to go to the user home directory. To user home directory, creating a file or reading a file by using touchcat vi. So touchcat vi. Guys, understood? Yeah. So vi is nothing but a visual display editor. Vi is nothing but a visual display editor. Okay, so VI is nothing but a visual display editor, or VIM is nothing but a visual display editor improved. This command mode editor for files, other editors like Linux, Emacs, gedit, VI editor is the most popular. So how you can, it has a three modes. What is this? It has a three modes. So one is command mode, insert mode, and execution mode. So the file name, VIM, and file name. Once you enter it, you are in the command mode. So you are in the command mode. How you can insert the data? You can insert the data by using the insert mode. How you can enter into the insert mode? By pressing I command. So once you insert the data, so you want to save the file. How you can save it? So directly from insert mode to execution mode. In the execution mode, we can save the file, but we cannot go directly from insert mode to execution mode. So you go from insert mode to execution command mode again, then from command mode to execution mode we can come. So right, so now you understood how to add, it is used to create, read, and edit the files. Insert mode. So insert mode, if you press I in the keyboard to begin insert mode at the cursor position, capital I to insert at the beginning of the file, small a to append the next word letter, capital A to append the end of the line, insert the new line below the cursor position, insert the new line above the cursor position. This is the insert mode. Next, command mode. So I already told you, right, in the command mode we can copy the command, delete the lines, copy the lines, and paste the lines. So GG is nothing but a to beginning of the page, G is nothing but a to ending of the page, W is nothing but a to move the cursor forward word by word, B is nothing but a to move the cursor backward word by word, and W is nothing but a to move the cursor forward n number of words, to move the cursor backward n number of words. Hyphen U is nothing but to undo the last change. So these is are the YY is nothing but a copy of file, NYY is nothing but a number of paste, P is nothing but a paste, D is nothing but a DD is nothing but a to delete the line. Slash is nothing but a to search the line. To search the line. Yeah, execution mode. So extended mode or execution mode. Extended mode is used for the save and quit or save without quit the file. Escape keyword. So how you can save here? You just click the save button. But in Linux we need to execute anything through commands only. Escape plus colon W is nothing but a save. Escape plus colon W Q is nothing but a quit. Escape plus colon W Q is nothing but a save and quit. Right, I will show you. Right, so vi to create a so vi is nothing but a to create the file, modify the file, create the file. It is used to create, read, and edit the file. Vi class 1.txt. which file I am creating? I am creating the new file to call it as a class1.txt. Yeah, now you are in the which mode? You are in the command mode. So once you hit enter, now you are in the command mode. So how you can add that data in this file in the insert mode? How you can go from command mode to insert mode? By press I, by press in the keyboard I. Now you are in the which mode? You are in the insert mode. So I want to add the lines. So this is the first line. So this is the second line. So this is the third line. Yeah. So you added the data, but you are in the which mode? You are in the insert mode. I want to save this data. So I want to save this data. Directly we can go from insert mode to execution mode? No. So how you can save this file? Again, you can go to the command mode. How you can go? By pressing the escape button. In the keyboard, top left, there is a button called as a escape button. If you click the escape, it will directly go from insert mode to command mode. So once you are in the command mode, you can go to the execution mode and save the file and exit. Right? So now you are in the which mode? Insert mode. I want to go back to command mode. Just press the escape button. Yeah. Now you are in the command mode. Again, you want to go to the execute mode. How you can go to the execute mode? By using shift plus colon. Shift plus colon. You execute the command directly. Shift colon. Shift colon. Now you are in the which mode? You are in the execution mode. How you can save the file? Write and quit. Write and quit. So it save the file. Just now, how to read the file? By using cat command. How to read the file? So cat class 1.txt. Yes, you see. So this is the this is the creation of the file and adding of the line. I want to modify the file. So which command we can use? We can use by using vi command. Vi class 1.txt. 1.txt. Again, now I am in the command mode. I want to switch from command mode to insert mode. So which command I which which button I need to execute? So I need to execute in the keyboard I button. I is nothing but a insert. You see in the below, so the insert mode comes. Now I want to add the data. So yeah, I'm adding data. This is a second. This is the third or fourth line. This is the fourth line, and this is the fifth line. Yeah. So I added some data, but I don't want this data. I don't want this data. So I can quit without to save. So I can quit without save. I want to go to save execution mode. Directly we cannot go from insert mode to execution mode. So that you can go to the command mode, then command mode to execution mode. Yeah, again you can press the escape button, then shift colon. Now you are in the execute mode. I don't want save. So write is nothing but a save. W is nothing but a or write. Save. Q is nothing but a quit. So I don't want to save this data. I just quit the data. Cat slash 1.txt. Yeah, the fourth line, fifth line is added or not? Is it added? No, because of you added the files, but in the saving mode you did not save the files. You just quit the without a save. You just quit without save. That's the reason, right? Yeah. So something like you modified something. So you modified something. You did not save the file. You did not save the file, right? So do you want to save the changes? No. Do you want to save the changes? Now again you can check it. Now again you can check it. If the so if the data is updated or not. That the data is updated or not. So w is nothing but a save the changes, q is nothing but a quit without saving. So wq is nothing but a save and quit, save and quit. So if you use the q, quit without saving, right? Quit without saving. I want to set the line numbers. I want to set the line numbers. Vi class class1.txt, right? So you go to the execution mode, set nu, set the line numbers, set the line numbers. So you want to again escape. So such a second, SCO second. You see, such a second. So it searches the a word in the file. It searches word in the file slash. So name of the search or a word of the search. Guys, now you understood. Now you understood the the command. So VI. So the text processing tools. Now you understood the text processing tools, right? So day before yesterday, I modified the file. So which file I modified? I modified the which file, guys? Vi slash etc sysconfig network scripts ifcfg enps 3, right? So I'm executing this command as a absolute mode or a relative path, absolute path, because of you provided the entire path of the file, yes. Yeah. So day before yesterday I modified this to no to yes, right? So now you are in the command mode. I want to go to the insert mode. Press I. Yeah, now I am in the insert mode. Then go to the on boot line, and I need to modify it to no or yes. No or yes. So I want to save this. Escape shift colon is nothing but execution mode. WQ is nothing but a shift right and quit. Exclamatory is nothing but a forcefully, right? Quit without saving. Quit without saving. Okay. So slash etc sysconfig network script ifcfg enps03. So enps03. Guys, understood? Yesterday I executed the command, but you don't know that command. So I already told you, right? So you will get it. So tomorrow. Yeah, now you understood. So you can execute the any command, either absolute pathway or a relative pathway, or else. So I want to execute this command as a relative path. First I need to go to etc, then I need to go to sysconfig, right? Then I need to go to network-script, yes. So then ls. These files, ifcfg nps0 file is located under the where. So under the slash etc there is a sysconfig. Under the sysconfig there is a network-script directory. Under this, these files nps0389. Yesterday I modified it, right? So yesterday I modified it. Guys, now you understood how to execute the commands. It will be very easy, guys. It will be a very easy. Right? Now you understood the text processing tools and text processing tools. So now, yeah. So other the text processing tools, right? Yeah. So now you know how to read the file, how to create, modify, or edit. How to edit, read, modify. But so you see, mm, cd var logs. Yeah. So so how many pages are there? So how many pages are there? This file, this Linux material file document contains 112 pages. So 112 pages. I want to see this document either line by line, or a page by page, or a page by page, or something like I want to search. I want to search a key in this file. So search a key in this file, how you can execute it. Or else I don't want to see all the files, all the lines. I want to see just the top 10 lines, top 2 lines, top 3 lines, or top 20 lines, or top 100 lines. Or I want to see this file a bottom 100 lines, bottom 10 lines, bottom 5 lines, bottom 20 lines. How you can see it? So how you can see it? So by using head command, it displays top 10 lines from the given document. So if you provide any document by using head command, it will display only top 10 lines. It will display only top 10 lines. Tail is nothing but it will display bottom 10 lines of the given document. So bottom 10 lines of the given document. So less or more. So less or more is nothing but to read the documents page by page or a line by line, to see the content only if there is no modification. So less or more command. So no modification. There is no modification, to see the content only. So how you can see? You can see the page by page or a line by line. You can use by using less or more, page by page. So if you use the cat, it will display entire this will display the entire data, but I don't want to see entire data, just I want to see the page by page or a line by line. So I want to see the page by page or a line by line. If you execute the enter command, it will be showing the line by line. If you use the spacebar, it will be showing the page by page, page by page, less more. grep. So what is the grep? In the document, having a 112 pages, I want to search it, the error. For example, I want to search the error keyword in this document. So I want to display how many errors are there in this keyword. So I want to display. How you can display? By using the grep. Grep is nothing but searches. Grep searches the string or a keyword from the given document. It searches case sensitively and it prints the matching lines. It prints the matching lines. What is the syntax? Grep string and file name. Grep string and file name. Okay, I will show you. Yeah. So what is this? Messages is the file. So ll messages. Yeah, messages is a file, right? So this file contains a many number of pages. I want to see top 10 lines of this, top 10 lines from this document. What is the document? The document is messages. What is the command? Head messages. Yeah, it will display top 10 lines. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 lines, right? Head it will display the top 10 lines. Tail, is nothing but it will display the bottom 10 lines. So messages file. Yeah, so it will display the bottom 10 lines. You see, so this is 928, but this is 930. This is 930. So it will display the bottom 10 lines, top 10 lines, top 10 lines and bottom 10 lines. Next, I want to see the document line by line or a page by page by using less command, less messages. Yeah, you see guys, if you enter the, if you press the enter, you see it will display the page by page. If you enter the space bar, you see it will display the page by page, page by page. Okay, so now you will check the less or more, same commands, both are same, but it will display a small difference, right? You see the percentage, more it will display the percentage, right? 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. I executed the space bar. I pressed the space bar. It will display the page by page. So if I execute the enter, if I press the enter, you see the percentage will not change, because of it will showing the line by line, line by line, line by line. So if you execute the space bar, it will shows the page by page. It will show page by page, page by page. Guys, understood? So the difference between, now you understood, right? The difference between, if you press execute q button, it will quit from the less more command. Okay, now you understood, right? The text processing tools. So what are the text processing tools are there? The text processing tools are, so cat touch, cat vi, and guys tell me, head, tail, less, more. right? I want to search a keyword from the given document. So how you can search it? By using grep command. Grep error slash no, nothing. So message, I am executing the command in the relative path mode. So right, you see there is no errors. Grep hyphen I is nothing but a case sensitive. If you execute the error, it will display it will display the lines either small letter, either capital letter, either both mixed small and capital. So I is nothing but a case sensitive. You see, so it will display the capital errors. So in between, so the small and capital and small letters. Now you understood? So grep is nothing but it searches the only keyword error wherever the keyword error is there. So that display it will display that line. It will display that line. Guys, understood? So this is nothing but a text processing tools. So few of the file handling tools also there. So we'll discuss tomorrow. So we'll discuss tomorrow what is copy, right? So how you can copy a file from one location to another location, or a directory copy from one location to another location. How you can delete the data, how you can rename the data, how you can hide the data or hide the folders. So we'll show you tomorrow. So we'll show you tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, understood or not? Is it easy or not, guys? Guys, easy or not?
Sir, you will not send the PDF sir yesterday.
Yeah, I will share. I will share it in the this document, or I will share it to
Okay, sir.
Saujanya. You guys can get it from Saujanya. Soumya, sorry. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.